Are you in a conscious relationship and you're just feeling like you and your partner aren't understanding each other? Maybe they're like sharing a story and it's like, no, you don't get it. And you like share the same thing again, or maybe they're doing that. Maybe like you're listening to the words and you're hearing what they're saying, but it's just not landing. And so the idea is the state of being is what matters the most. To really simplify, it's gonna be like telepathy, empathy, and then telepathic. And so it's really when we're at the state of being at the same time is when we have similar thoughts and similar feelings. And so another idea that comes from NLP is that we only really hear people when we're at the same state of being that they're in, when we're at the same frequency that they're at. And so it's essentially when we're feeling the same feelings that they're feeling, that's when we feel the most understood by the other person. So the idea is if one person's in like an elevated state and the other person's in a lower state, then they don't really understand each other until they come meet somewhere. Either the person in the lower state goes to the higher state, the person in the higher state goes to the lower state. Then that's when being understood, feeling understood occurs. So one way that you could achieve this is that you guys could just like meditate together. You could take a moment, consciously breathe, and tune into the other person, harmonize the energy. Another thing I recommend, I really enjoy, is eye gazing. So while you're consciously breathing, you can look into each other's eyes and then feel that energy harmonize. And so the idea is once the energy harmonizes and you're at the same state at the same time, you'll feel like you get each other. You'll feel like the conversation flows. You'll feel the energy. So generally speaking, you guys meet in the middle somewhere, although preferably the person in the lower state moves up to the person in the higher state. At the same time, you can't be like, you're in a lower state, come meet me in the higher state, because doing that is the same as leaving connection and alignment altogether. So by being in connection and being in alignment together, you guys feel connected and aligned, and that's really the most preferable experience. So if this was helpful, follow, like it, leave a comment about what's helpful about it, or maybe you've shared this or had this experience in your relationships, and maybe share it with someone who would find it really helpful. So my name's Kent Petersen, and thanks for watching.